Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video, I'm going to take a look at Galakrond Priest. If you want to play a control deck in Ashes of Outland, Galakrond Priest is one of the few options you have available. Because this really plays like a control deck. You destroy the opponent's stuff, you heal up, you destroy stuff, and then you have a singular win condition, which is Galakrond the Unspeakable. Priest Galakrond doesn't really matter how much you invoke it. Sometimes might be relevant to destroy some minions, but like in a mirror match, for example, you just smack it on the board as soon as you can. And then you start creating minions with the Galakrond hero power, and those minions will inevitably outvalue anything. In Ashes of Outland, Priest new class identity. Priest has two weaknesses. One is burst damage and another one is card draw. There's not much you can do about the burst damage, this deck just grinds it out. And as for card draw, there's card generation instead. Cards like Thoughtsteal are finally playable now that they only cost 2 mana. So you get resources from the opponent. Copy cards from your opponent's deck, Madame Lazul copies cards from opponent's hand, Mind Flayer Car makes copies of opponent's minions, and sometimes you just generate resources on your own, like with Renew, which allows you to discover more spells. But for the most part, it's healing, destroying, and copying stuff from the opponent to use in whatever way you need in the matchup. I like this type of double apotheosis list right now, because that apotheosis can really help keep you in the game, because any minion you have on the board is an instant threat for lots of healing. So that's something that I like when playing Galakrond Priest right now. And I also really like Murozond, because when you're up against rogues, then rogues play Wondrous Wand, and then you play Murozond, and you get all of the stuff that they just played for free, and you get the Wondrous Wand, so you can play your own stuff for free. So you can swing back at them even harder than they originally swing at you. And of course the deck has Soul Mirror in it. Soul Mirror is probably the best card in Priest at the moment, it's just phenomenal. And with some renews you have the option to discover more Soul Mirrors. There's also Lone Moark Artificer, so that you can play Artificer into Penance to deal 6 damage and heal for 6. Sometimes useful things, or Moark into Breath of the Infinite, or Moark into Holy Nova. As for the mulligans with this deck, there's one card that you always keep, and that is the Disciple of Galakrond, because getting on the board on one is just really useful. Then if you're up against something aggressive, you want Breath of the Infinite, you want Penance. If it's a Demon Hunter, you want Holy Nova. Holy Nova, that 2 damage at 4 mana isn't that good against everything else, but it's really good against Demon Hunter in particular. If you're up against some kind of mid-range decks, then Thoughtsteal is a great card to keep against rogues and whatnot. And if you're up against any slow decks, especially the Priest Mirror, then Galakrond itself is your win condition in those matchups. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get notifications when new videos come. This time I have divided the gameplay of this deck into 2 parts. Part 1, which is the Priest Mirror match, just a single game that takes more than half an hour, has already been released on this channel, and Part 2 is what's coming next in this video, and that's a couple of unfavorable matchups. Highlander Hunter, Galakrond Rogue. How to play against those. So let's go take a look at that in action. I'm really sad about the new mage class identity. It definitely does not correspond with what I have become accustomed to having as mage. My version of Highlander Warrior. Okay, I just don't see the archetype working. Even though there are of course lots of choices that you can do. But I just, based on what we played today, I don't see any list possibly working. So I'm not going to spend more time on it. I already spent a lot of time playing meme shaman decks and stuff earlier, so let's not spend time on more meme decks. At least that sort of a meme. I mean, we can always meme around, but let's try to at least play archetypes that have a hope. Yeah, no, I don't want to check out any Highlander Warriors, sorry. Let's Thoughtsteal some more. So this one is a Highlander Hunter. Highlander Hunter should be able to kill Priest. We'll see how it goes. Get the Mana Saber out there. Let's see what happens next. So that's... Is that his freezing? Oh. So one of those is a freezing trap. Just about guaranteed. What is the other? Is it pack tactics or explosives? Could really be either one. He has Rottenness Drakes in that deck, so they might be able to kill the Mana Saber next turn. If it's just one minion on the board, it's likely to die. I could have 6 mana available this turn. That just doesn't do much. 9 cards in hand. I think I need to just play the shield here. And chill for the time being. Great pickup from the shield. These are the only minions I have played. Neither of them is a bad resurrect. Of course I need to get through the freezing trap at some point. So Rottenness Drake 50-50 roll. See what happens. Keep pushing, okay. We're still fine with this. I can Psycho Pump my taunt back. There, my taunt is back. And I can get some disciples here. Okay. I can't attack into the freezing trap yet, but now he has to deal with these. Because they're a little annoying there. I can just throw one of these into the freezing trap. A swarm of locusts. Oh, that was unexpected. But it's all still good. It's all still good. I can do Unleash the Hounds here. I can have one of these hounds frozen. We also check for snakes and we check for pack tactics. Ah, it was just a snake trap. Beautiful. In that case, we are well equipped to play a Holy Nova. Yes. Yes. Boom. And the Hound can go face. I don't think I revealed the Mana Saber yet. I still have more uses for the Mana Saber. This is beautiful. More dragons coming. That Stormhammer is just going to keep hitting, because I can't remove weapons with this deck. So that Stormhammer is going to be coming for a long time. Ah, Fritz is a surprise. Would I spend an Apotheosis to kill the Primordial Explorer? I guess I can. Diving Griffin kills this one. I could also just spend a Holy Nova. Holy Nova is fine. Right there. Holy Nova that one down. Play the Homunculus. This is still fine. There's obviously Zephyrus Bran and Dragon Queen Alexstrasza in that deck. Which can get a little awkward. I think I may have to kill that dragon. Don't mind Flazer Karsh to become an evasive worm. Might be okay. I can do that. I want this one to become an evasive verm. I'll have a hound here. Hound can hit into that. I can use an apotheosis now and kill it. Heal up a little bit. Leaves this vulnerable to corrosive breath, of course, but I suppose it's okay. But that hammer is just going to keep going. That was main deck evasive verm too, so he still has the discovered dragon left. I've seen 3 of his dragons so far. Ah, that's a good one. Kills the minion with the apotheosis, so no actual healing can happen. I guess I need to freeze this back. It can of course come back after that again, but I suppose that is optimal. Don't have a clean way to deal with it. I mean, Mind Flayer does deal with it, but that's fine. Mind Flayer can deal with that. Let's just kill it with the Mind Flayer. That's why I have the Rush minion there. And also get Katrine out there. But I can still develop the freezing trap. He of course now knows that it's either freezing or it's snakes. But he might have found his own unleash. Oh no. Zephyrus was such an excellent card for this position. Maybe I overcommitted. Because Zephyrus for a board clear here is truly powerful. Okay. Not a whole lot I can do here.
We are all bound to fate.
Down to 16, so now he can play Bran.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
Dragon Queen isn't necessarily a problem. Depends on how much he commits.
I've suffered long enough. It's your turn now.
Just the right level of commitment. I do like that. Hi, Ivory Tower. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate that. And hi, Frostbites. Ah, a good old renew. Mind if I do, mind if I do. I really could have used a Soul Mirror here. Because unfortunately I will have to Plague of Death this board. And he gets to keep one dragon in hand. There's a bunch of beasts, there's 6 swords and stuff. Oh no, that Dragonbane is so good here. I can't even kill it. That maybe... What? He has a 3rd secret in the deck? Well, that was a surprise. Well, can I find a card from his deck that kills that? Not really. Could it be Pack Tactics? Oh, that would be scary. Well, it cannot be another freezing trap, so it's Pack Tactics or it's explosives. I can actually do Diving Griffin and Apotheosis to heal for 6 and kill the Dragonbane. That costs 5 mana. It could also be a Pressure Plate. My player want to pressure play this. This gives 50% chance to beat pressure plate. Alright, so he still has a 0-cost dragon in hand. Ah, Corrosive Breath, that was a good one. Mana Saber is really scary looking. I mean, it goes into the freeze, but then either that or the brand goes through. Can't kill it. Can I afford to attack into the explosives? I go down to 9. I mean, Bran is just lethal. Is there any way for me to play around with that? I need to check out his hand here. A 0-cost bonus Varanus. That's pretty scary. And then there's an main deck Alexstrasza. That's really surprising, I suppose. Well, this will be the Varanus turn for me. So I want to trigger the explosive trap. Yes, I do. Proc the explosive trap. Play the Varanus. Play the Breath of the Infinite. Play the Renew on my face. Discover another Renew. Heal up. I don't have enough time to, unfortunately, play this. I wish I did. I was a little bit too slow there. But I wanted to get rid of the Mana Saber. So now I know that he has a Varanus and Alexstrasza. Then there's one card that, well, now 2 cards that I don't know.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
He's going to face tank 7, right? Unless he managed to pick up. Oh, that was a good one. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Now that was not shown for me with the Lazul, so I didn't know. Unfortunately, that cannot be targeted with Shadow Word Death. I wish it could. Soul Mirror could target it. These are no good. Sadly, these are no good. 4 damage Breath of the Infinite with the Moarg. Doesn't do much. I know he has Alexstrasza in hand. There's Alexstrasza, then there's the... Yeah, not good at all.
We are all bound to fate.
I think I have to play the Apotheosis here. Just needed to do that. Then he plays the Alex. It wasn't the main deck Alex, it was the Primordial Explorer Alex, okay. But I managed to deal with this threat now. Shadow Word Death and that. I go to 17. But he still has Bran left. And I would have to top deck. Well, I have a lot of good cards there. He actually found the Bran too. Oh. That was tough. Going to 12 with the penance is not going to help me. Going to 14. There's 15 on board. We're dead. Let's roll. Alright, Rogue, you are not keeping me away from Diamond 5. Okay, maybe you are. But I will try to get there, kind of, anyway. sort of, really, like, in a friendly fashion. Who knows? The rogue has a cat. What else do you have? A Hearthstone Sage? It's a Highlander rogue? Really? Highlander? Didn't see that coming. I mean, the Hearthstone Sage I have no synergies with. I'm unlikely to find any stealth minions. I think I can just drop it on the board. He might seal fade it. He kept a couple of cards there. But let's just play something there. That's a seal fade that's not going to my face, because if I didn't play a minion, then that would have went to the dome. So that's still okay. Now I can do renew. Let's discover a spell. Soul Mirror might work. We can try that. And I can play an Evil Miscreant. Get some luckies. I can play Rogue too. Could be Stealth Galakrond as well. Could be. I find that unlikely. Because most of them are playing the secret. Like, typically if you put in the stealth, then you play Highlander. Because then you have room for both the secret package and the stealth package. But true. Stealth Galakrond could be an option. I don't expect it to be that, but it could be. He wants to go all Edwin on me. But dude, it's turn 5. I'm cool with that. Rip. Rip Edwin. I mean, Rogue is still really, really good against Priest. Edwin just isn't the good card against Priest. Oh dear. That one looks serious. Need to get rid of at least the first half of it.
Thy blood be born again.
Get some Disciple stuff going. I think I want to turn it into a taunt too. Do I also want to kill the Skyvateer? Yeah, let's kill the Skyvateer as well. I think that's okay. Reduces the probability that this taunt dies and the 4-1 connects to face, and increases the probability even if that connects to face, then one of these can actually hit and kill that one afterwards. Like if it does the trade, then I'm fine with that.
Who in their right mind hides loot?
It's not a Highlander deck, so it actually is the Stealth Galakrond. Well, he's always going to draw a lot of cards, so I might borrow some. Borrow some cards while I'm at it. I probably also want to play the Madame Lazul. Yeah, let's play the Madame. See what he's holding there. Lackeys. And a Devoted Maniac. Cobalt Lackey is probably fine. So now, if you don't mind, I borrow this Loot Hoarder a little bit. Thank you. And kill off that one. Trade off the Lackey. And this one goes to face for 1. Alright. He has Damage Lackey, he has Rush Lackey, he has the Devoted Maniac. So just your regular Stealth Galakrond. Could do some Breath of the Infinite. Would kill these. I kind of don't want to let him enable the Heist Baron with an existing minion on the board. I want to keep hand size a little bit low because I have Murozond for when he plays Wondrous Wand. So I might as well do a little bit of Breath of Infinity in here. Kill a couple of those minions. And drop a 5/6 on this board. 5/6 is a good minion. Good, sturdy minion. Much health. Second Seal Fate, so Galakrond has been invoked 3 times so far. I don't have weapon removal in this deck, so there are some problems, of course. Ooh, that Mana Worm is actually scary. I have to kill the Mana Worm, right? Oh, I hate that. Or can I just drop a Soul Mirror here? Well, there are not that many spells in the deck, really. I don't remember which one of these is my original and which one was discovered. Holy Nova wipes a little bit. But Soul Mirror also gives me stuff. I might want to drop one Soul Mirror here. Do it like this. I think this is okay. There are not that many spells in the deck, so Mana Worm isn't a huge threat. Well, he might of course always be able to discover some spells. That turned out rather well for him after all. Didn't expect it to go that well. Do I need to draw my Galakrond? He invoked 3 times. Not the full Galakrond experience is available yet.
What is in
I guess I might draw it. Would need one more invoke on the Galakrond. Okay. Alright, he gets to do the Wondrous Wand. I suppose that means that I will do the Wondrous Wand too. Some face damage. Not too much. Okay. Warzone. I also want a Wondrous Wand, and I also want to invoke my Galakrond. Alright, how do we do this one then? Let's play Faith Weaver. Discount the cards a little bit. Then I can do Penance on this one. And I can Death the Dogwaggle. I also play Shield of Galakrond here. I can play Apotheosis on this one. And it can trade away his Lackey and heal me to 30. Okay, Rogue, your move. He could have a Flick. That's really unfortunate because there's a Murozond in my deck and there's a Murozond in my hand. So multi-flicking all of my Murozonds would be very unpleasant. Five cards left in his deck. He still has his Kronks left. So 3 Kronks here could wipe a lot of stuff.
Cruel fate awaits you in the ashes.
And if he gets to build a large board at some point, then a Gronks for the health effect can be really strong. Health and damage. Did he get the free flick? That's what I want to know the most. I have another soul mirror here. 1, 2, 3, 4 minions.
I wonder.
I don't have the space. And he can Gronks a large board to make them much more intimidating. So I have to play the Galakrond, right?
I wonder.
Do I want to ensure that the Spy Mistress dies? No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll start with the Galakrond here. It goes like this, then it's a trade there, it's a trade there. These go face. My weapon goes face. Okay. So he goes down to 11 health. He has 2 cards left. Then comes the Gronks, but the Gronks comes on an empty board. So he doesn't get to do the Gronks for the damage effect. The +2/+2 effect. He might have a Shadow Step for the Gronks though. And he does have a Shadow Step for the Gronks. That is useful. 9 cards in hand. Morrison doesn't give me the battle cries. He has the flick and he almost certainly has it in hand at this point. I can go to 10 cards in hand. I can discount my stuff.
We are all bound to fate.
Don't have any death rattles yet to make copies of. Dragon Overseer. Or just Shield of Galakrond. He can Gronks again. I think it's just the Shield of Galakrond. And hit face. 9 cards in hand. Okay. Not a lot of cards left for him, which means that fatigue is going to start kicking in. So then he would have to have the card that shuffles more Gronksies into his deck. If he has that, then he can win with that one. Does he actually have it? Togwaggle schemes the card. No, just another Shadow Step. Okay, that's not a big problem. That is not a big problem at all. Another Shadow Step is not a big problem. There's still the 8/8 here. Do I use this to buff? Or do I use another Galakrond Swit? Using this to buff is more scary, right? For him. Yeah, let's use that one. I can also play that one. Okay, Rogue is out of cards. I mean, Togwaggle's scheme can change everything still. If he has Togwaggle's scheme, that can be the difference. Other than that, we should be in a pretty good spot. Yes, that Shadow stepped Kronks again, but if the Kronkses are not infinite, then we take the game from the rogue. Alright. Got that one, got the win streak bonus, so we enter Diamond... well, we don't even enter Diamond 5, we go straight to Diamond 4.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.